the mismatched doorways, the familiar threshold. Emily awoke to the familiar hum of Manhattan mornings in her cozy one-bedroom apartment on the Upper East Side. At 28, she was a freelance graphic designer, thriving in the city's relentless pace after her breakup last year. Her life was a routine of black coffee, remote deadlines, and late-night binge-watching on Hulu. The apartment felt like a sumptuous mall, but hers with scuffed hardwood floors bearing the marks of her move-in day 2 years ago, a reminder of newfound independence. Nothing out of the ordinary, except for the occasional creak of the old building settling, as if it were breathing in sync with her. That Saturday, Emily decided to grab breakfast from the corner deli. She slipped on her favorite hoodie, grabbed her keys, and turned the doorknob. As the door swung open, instead of the dimly lit hallway with its peeling wallpaper and the faint scent of Mrs. Rodriguez's cooking from next door, she stared into an endless corridor, dimly lit by flickering fluorescent bulbs that stretched into infinity. A chill draft swept in, carrying a musty, metallic Thames, like an abandoned subway tunnel. Her heart raced. She slammed the door shut, stumbling back, her hands trembling. Just a hallucination, she muttered to herself, probably from pulling an all-nighter on that client project. Taking a deep breath, she opened the door again. This time, it was normal. The worn carpet runner, the elevator buzzer in the distance, and Mr. Patel from across the hall waving hello as he took out his trash. "Morning, Emily. Off to conquer the world?" "Yeah, something like that," she replied, her voice shaky. She stepped out, forcing herself not to glance back at the door. But as she descended in the elevator, unease gnawed at her. Why had the hallway looked wrong? She shook it off, picked up her bagel and coffee, and headed back home as if nothing had happened. That evening, as she opened the door to accept a delivery, the hallway transformed again, this time into a lush, overgrown passage tangled with vines and ivy, like an urban jungle reclaiming the space. Wind rustled through, whispering like distant traffic. Emily yanked the door closed, her pulse pounding. Opening it once more. Everything normal. No vines, no wind, just the hallway with its familiar scuff marks and the hum of the HVAC system. She started journaling, a small notebook to track each opening. Entry 1, normal. Entry 2, endless corridor with flickering lights. Entry 3, normal. Entry 4, a spiral staircase ascending into fog, steps crumbling under invisible weight. But every time she closed and reopened, the anomaly vanished. Neighbors saw nothing amiss. The delivery guy chuckled. "Your door looks fine to me." Why the weird question? Emily tried photographing it with her phone. When the strange hallway appeared, she snapped a picture, but on her screen it showed the ordinary view. Videos were the same, no evidence. She sank to the floor, clutching her head. Am I losing it? Subtle details began to haunt her. The wall clock in the living room always stuck at 3:15, even after she replaced the batteries twice. But when she mentioned it during a video call with friends, they said, "It's ticking for nits, 8 p.m. now." She glanced back. Sure enough, 8 p.m., but earlier ... She began avoiding the door. Groceries left outside, pulled in through a crack without peeking. Yet the apartment seemed to shrink, walls inching closer each day. Or was it her imagination? Fractured fragments, sleepless nights plagued Emily. She lay in bed, listening to the clock's tick now, running correctly, but occasionally interrupted by whispers from behind the walls. "Come back," the voice murmured, eerily identical to her own. She flipped on the lights, searched every corner. Nothing. Work suffered. In a Zoom meeting, her boss asked, "Emily, you okay? You look exhausted." She forced a smile. "I'm fine." But after hanging up, she caught her reflection. Dark circles, disheveled hair. She distinctly remembered brushing it that morning. But now, ... She noticed minute changes in the apartment. The abstract painting on the wall, a swirling blue canvas she bought at a flea market originally, just patterns evoking the ocean. Now, in the corner, a tiny face smirked. Emily was certain it hadn't been there. She took it down, examined it closely. The face gone, rehung it, reappeared, the smile twisting slightly more. Neighbors distanced themselves. Mrs. Rodriguez whispered to the doorman, "That girl's acting strange, always asking about doors." Emily overheard, feeling isolated. Friends called less. Her best friend, Sarah, visited once. But when Emily confided about the door, Sarah laughed it off. "You're stressed out. See a doctor." Emily did. The psychiatrist prescribed sleeping pills and anti-anxiety meds. "Just stress-induced hallucinations," he assured her. But the pills didn't help. That night, after taking them, she dreamed of opening the door into a mirrored version of her apartment. Everything identical, except objects slightly askew. And there, on the couch, sat a woman identical to her, smiling warmly. The next morning, Emily woke trembling. She experimented, opening the door. A rainy night street, cars honking by, closed and reopened, normal. But turning back inside, she heard footsteps. From the bedroom emerged a duplicate, herself, dressed identically, hair neatly combed. "Hey," the other said casually, "you're home late." Emily screamed, backing away. The duplicate smiled. "What's wrong?" "I'm you." Emily fled to the door, flinging it open. Normal hallway. Glancing back, the living room empty. No one. From then on, encounters with herself recurred. Sometimes in the mirror. The reflection didn't blink when she did. Sometimes a voice from her phone. "Don't open the door anymore. It's safe here." Emily scribbled notes frantically, but the notebook soon held unfamiliar entries. "Don't trust me," in her own handwriting. Memory contradictions surfaced. She clearly recalled eating takeout last night, Chinese from the place downstairs. But this morning, the dishes were spotless. Fridge stocked fresh. Did I eat, she wondered, or phone calls? Her device showed missed calls from her own number, but answering yielded only breathing. Isolation deepened. Friends thought her crazy. Sarah stopped responding to texts. Emily barricaded the door, staying in, but the apartment shifted, floors vibrating faintly, as if someone paced below. Walls sprouted hairline cracks, shapes resembling grinning faces. One night, she set up a continuous video recording aimed at the door. Opening it, the endless corridor with flickering lights. She stepped in briefly, turned back. Apartment gone, just infinite hall. But reviewing the footage, all normal. "How?" she sobbed. And then, the horror peaked. She found the duplicate asleep in her bed. It opened its eyes. "Are you the fake me? Or am I the fake?" Emily bolted to the door, but it wouldn't budge. Locked from the inside. Eternal loop. Emily pounded the door desperately. Finally, it gave way not to the hallway, but to another apartment. A mirror image of hers. Furniture reversed like a reflection. The duplicate stood there, smiling. "Come in, this is the real home." She rushed inside, but this space had a door leading elsewhere. A foggy park at dusk, trees murmuring secrets. She fled through another door, back to the original apartment, or was it? The clock frozen at 3:15 forever. She attempted escape from the building. The elevator plunged to a basement lined with identical doors. Each opened to a new realm. A ruined cityscape, an encroaching ocean, a sterile white room like a psych ward. Emily dialed emergency services, but no signal. She screamed in the hall. "Help me," neighbors stared blankly. "Who are you?" "This is my apartment." Realization dawned. Perhaps she was dead. Recalling the car accident 2 years ago, no, she survived. Right, memories blurred. Crash, sirens, waking in the apartment. But if dead, what was this? Purgatory, a mental loop. Every door opening drew her deeper. She encountered countless selves, one weeping, one laughing maniacally, one whispering, "You opened the wrong door. The first time you messed up." The question tormented. Which was the first? She remembered Movin Day, unlocking the new apartment. But had the hallway seemed off then, or just paranoia? Emily huddled in an apartment, uncertain which version, clutching her knees. Door sealed, but knocking echoed from within the walls. "Open up," her voice coaxed. "This is reality." She didn't open, but she knew, eventually, she would. And this time, no return. The story ends here, leaving readers with chilling uncertainty. Did Emily open the wrong door once in the past, shattering reality forever? Or was it all a fractured mind unraveling long ago?